I just did like a scene that you can drive this car through. Um, yeah, and then I don't know if you can hear it, but I did add sound. So like there's like an accelerate sound, and then when you make hard turns or brake, there's another sound.
Unfortunately, I do not hear the sounds, but it's okay. If you can take a screen, like a screen video capture, and send me later on in an email, that'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much the only objective is just to drive through, I guess. There's not really an ending. It just kind of keeps going.
It's okay. I like the ambience, and you know the great part about your sim is that it has the skybox with the silhouette, you know, of the snow-capped mountains. It's awesome. It actually reminds me of something really old. I mean, although it's nowhere close to what you've designed, but it reminds me of something called a game called Road Rash. It had that same level of like, you know, a horizon in the background, and the ambience is somewhat similar. But yeah, I like it. I have a quick question. You have those roadside, I don't know, water canisters, like the big ones, which can, yeah, the obstacles. I mean,
yeah.
You just put it random, or how did you decide?
So how I did it was I had an asset to make the road, and as a part of that, you could make these railings and like this middle divider. So when I added this middle divider, it kind of just added those automatically. Right. And I could have gotten rid of them, but I found them kind of fun because
no, it's totally like fun. It makes it a little bit realistic too.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? This reminds me. You can use this simulator for you know, for like DMVs, and you know, in Georgia it's called DGS, driver services, where they can offer this as a test, and they can throw in the, instead of the boring, you know, road sign test, they could throw in the road sign here and, you know, test. I mean, I see a lot of potential like this as a driving sim, this as a testing opportunity, a platform for deploying. You know, you should talk to DMVs or something like that. Obviously it would have to be designed and fine-tuned well.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that I can.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a blank canvas, but you can fill it up with different kinds of testing. You can even test like some cues for distraction, like if you're driving on a path like this, are you distracted or not? I mean, you can kind of test that. And you can have like a webcam read your I don't know, pupils or something like that, track your eyes, and
yeah,
you can actually measure how far you're looking or which way you're looking. It's gonna be, I mean, I'm just trying to like find more leverage out of this, but it's really beautiful, and with sound, I'm sure it'll look and feel much better.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and as a positive, again, I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way, but as a positive criticism, I would say you could also, just like Tanvi, you can dazzle it up a little bit by adding the speedometer, you like, you know, as a UI element. And let me ask you, I did show you guys how to add UI UX. Any reason that you didn't opt for adding that?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, I just asked, like, I'm seeing that both Tanvi and you didn't really go for UI UX in your scene. Is there a reason? Maybe I didn't teach it enough or well enough? What was the reason that you didn't add an UI UX element here?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I guess I just didn't really. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm just kind of like thinking in a different way. I'm just thinking maybe I didn't encourage you guys, or maybe I didn't teach it, or maybe I taught it, but it was not enough. And so if that is the case, I apologize. But just as a principle, you know, if you have a simulator or something like a game, as Tanvi did, it's a no-brainer. It's almost critical to have UI UX, because without it, you don't know what you're doing in the game, right? So as a step two, after what you're showing me here, you could easily add UI UX like speedometers and, you know, distance covered and all that. It should be pretty easy. And just go back to the recordings where I taught the UI UX stuff, and you should see it's not that hard. It's just, if you have gone so much, in my opinion, if you have been scripting so far, it's just one more step, and it's pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you, Ansh. It's a beautiful sim. I like it, and I
Thank
think
you.
you used the assets pretty well. You used the terrain. You used a skybox. It's yeah, it's a good scene altogether.
Thank you.